Hey, it's your friend Choice CJ here, and here is our Week 1 battle of the UBC Season 4, going up against Sir Squire, coach of the Broadway Blastoise. He has brought a team of Celesteela, Garchomp, Blastoise, Mega Manectric, Miss Magius, and Gramble, some other pink dog-looking thing. One quick note between my team builder and this battle, I decided to drop the Mew for the Decidueye, and I'm really glad that I did because he did not bring the Manectric. Mew would not be doing a whole lot else this game. Besides, spreading burn is definitely useful, but I'm glad that I have the Legolas for potentially the Manectric and also to spin block. That's definitely going to be my way to win this game, is applying pressure with hazards and then hopefully sweeping late game. If I can get rid of the Manectric, then Thundurus wins the moment it sets up a nasty plot. In terms of leads, what do I want to lead with? I kind of just want to lead off with Benjamin and get off my rocks right away. It depends on what he leads with, though. Because what am I going to set up rocks against is the question. I could also just lead with Decidueye. I don't think that would be bad. Going to, no offense, Adam, going to ignore spectators. Hope you don't mind. Why did everything go away? Anyway. I could lead with Greninja and then just switch out if he leads with his Manectric. Maybe that's what I'll do. So he leads with his Manectric, so this is a hard switch into Nidoking. It stinks because he's going to get off the Intimidate. Because, like, I EV'd my Nidoking to live, attacks from, or to, what do you call it? Sorry, I EV'd its attack to KO without an Intimidate. But because I switched in as it was Mega Evolving, it was able to Intimidate. Let's see. Yeah, I'm just going to EQ and not risk it. As he goes Miss Magius, which is a good play. Now what do we want to go for? I don't have a good Ghost switch in on the team. Let's do a Calc. Let's go to our Entei. Go to Heath Ledger. This thing is definitely hard for me to deal with. Miss Magius. Let's just do like a 252. Timid. Let's just give it Life Orb. And click Shadow Ball. It does a lot. Obviously we do a lot in return. How much does Decidueye take? It's super effective. So it does about the same, which is really funny. I'm just afraid of the Will-O-Wisp. But I still want to save this for Manectric. So yeah, I do think I'm going to go into... I don't know, this is a hard play. I could go Greninja. Which does not take a ton and also doesn't mind being burned. So that's what we're going to do. So he goes for Calm Mind. So I don't think we can play around with this thing. Probably has Dazzling Gleam. Which does Oko at +1. We are also +1. We are also not Choice Specs. We are Life Orb now. I did change it. So I think we just have to click Dark Pulse. And yeah, his Dark Resist is Granbull. This kind of makes me wish I had ran Specs because it would just be a little nicer. And I'd love to set up spikes, but I'm just not going to mess around with this thing. Yeah, I'm trying to see, when the heck am I going to set up rocks? On the Granbull? Bronzong is also my best Granbull switch in. It kind of stinks that I put so much Spadef on the Bronzong, because I definitely don't need it. Yeah, if he had gone for a +1 Shadow Ball against my Entei, it would have done a lot, for sure. I could have KO'd back with Sacred Fire. But I'm still glad that I didn't do that because I couldn't take 2 Shadow Balls. So he must be thinking, he's trying to do some calcs, like, okay, what could possibly be going on? Because he knows also he can't live the Black Hole Eclipse from me. Like, that's definitely not happening. So, like, if we go to Greninja and get rid of this guy, and then make our Dark Pulse base 160, yeah, that's definitely KOing. So he's got to be fearing that, and he does switch out, which does nice damage. So let's go ahead and U-turn. And what do we want to switch in here? If I had to switch in anything, probably the Thundurus. Because I don't want to switch in anything else. I mean, he's probably just going for seeds, right? That's what I would do if I were him. It's probably defensive Chomp, because he didn't bring a Moongus. And it's probably Spadef Blastoise, if I were to guess. So yeah, the question is Heath Ledger or this guy. Because I don't... What else does he go for here? Does he go for Earthquake? Like, that's what I'm a little worried about. So that is why I want to go into this. Yeah, okay. If I had gone into Entei, that would have been pretty bad. I hate you. Sorry. So his switch in here is Garchomp 100%. So let's take this as an opportunity to try and double and get up our rocks. Because as soon as we start getting up rocks, the sooner we start pressuring his team. Also, you guys will have to forgive me. I'm probably going to nibble on my food a little bit while we're playing here, because my girlfriend, who's a wonderful person, made a kimchi stew that's really tasty. It's got a little kimchi, some pork, some tofu, and a whole lot of spicy stuff. I don't quite know what it is, but I definitely enjoy it. But yeah, I know this thing does get Flamethrower. It'd be odd for him to go for it here. It would definitely be odd for him to go for it here. I think his play is definitely into the Chomp. He could go into Manectric. That wouldn't be a bad play by any means. Because it's going to take, what, like 30... I calculated this earlier. It takes like 38% from Thunderbolt, and then it does like 60% back to me. Okay, so he does double into Manectric. Okay. This isn't ideal, but I am just going to go ahead and Stealth Rock. Surely he has Flamethrower, but we do have Aqua Berry. I might regret burning this right now. But the nice thing, of course, is I have lots of things on my team that can revenge the Garchomp, assuming it's not Scarf. And there's almost no way that it could be Scarfed. Like, it's the only Pokemon on his team that he brought that gets rocks. And it's based on the makeup of his team. It's the best switch-in that he has to Entei. But yeah, I need to get up these rocks to start pressuring this Manectric. Yeah, so he's just going to Volt Switch, which is fine. I am grateful for the Spadef on this. For, you know, for taking that Volt Switch a little bit better. As he goes Grand Bull, so double intimidated. So he must have Fire Fang. There's almost no chance that he clicks Earthquake here. So I think now is the time to go Heath Ledger and start applying pressure. Let me just, before I do that, click Bronzong. There's so many Bronzong sets. Oh, this is not actually my set anymore. I think it's like 40 of this. 238. Oh, so it's a little more. So it's 96. Gramble, defensive, we're a -1. Plus his intimidate. Yeah, that is 0. We're going to Heath Ledger. He goes for crunch, which does a decent amount. Let's calc that. He doesn't show, well, he's at full HP, so he wouldn't show leftovers. But we are not that. Yeah, do I just go, like, so let's do Garchomp, which is not 2-hit KO'd by, so we're going for Sacred Fire here. So he goes to the Blastoise. So we get a burn, which is great. All right, now we can go into our Legolas. I did less than I thought it would. I thought I calced this before. Okay, so in my team builder, I said that Flare Blitz does way more than it actually does. I think I must have been doing some calcs in Sun or something like that. I was thinking about some weird sets, trust me. But yeah, luckily Decidueye is really good against his team. Oh, I also never checked the that damage from the Granbull. If it goes for crunch. Okay, so that's an offensive. That's an offensive Granbull. That's good to know. He goes for Scald. Does Blastoise outspeed me? I think Blastoise outspeeds me. Yeah, that was my bad. I should have put more speed investment onto my Legolas here. But I'm just going to Spirit Shackle. See how much it does. It does good damage. Goes for Rest. That's a good set. That's a. It's funny. That's exactly the Blastoise set that I brought against Adams Entei in Season 3. I'm just going to continue to Spirit Shackle. Now I'm going to Leaf Blade. He doesn't have Rest Talk, though. And somehow I outspeed. I'm really surprised about that. He must be running... How is he running negative speed? Anyway, we kill the Blastoise, which is great, which means the hazards are here to stay. I can live with that. If we can start getting up some spikes, we can start putting in some work. Again, don't mind me making my slurping noises. I'm so hungry. It's like 8:30 p.m. It's not even the fact that I'm hungry. It's just this thing is delicious. So what does he go into now? Probably Celesteela. That's what his best bid is, I would say. But if he gets Celesteela, so he goes into Manectric. So I think I'm going to keep HP on this thing, and I'm going to go straight into Nidoking. If he doubles into Chomp, you know, good play. He doesn't. He goes for Overheat, and we are luckily Assault Vest. So now there's like nothing he can do that can do a tremendous amount of damage. But yeah, I'm just worried about the obvious Celesteela switch in. He goes Mismagius, so I'm fine with his result too. That does a lot of damage. Let's calc this. Mismagius. I don't think he's bulky. Sucker Punch does not do as much as I want it to. So what do I do now? I mean, what coverage does this thing get that's gonna really hurt me, other than Wisp? Like, he has to have Shadow Ball, D-Gleam, Calm Mind. That's like really all he needs. What else on my team does he want to hit? Yeah, I think I'm just going to go for Thunder Punch. As he goes Gramble, which is a good play. Trying to intimidate me. So if Thunder Punch did that much, let's go to Gramble. There's no way that he's defensive here. Like, he's got to be this. So we don't kill, and he's probably going to go for Earthquake. So I'm happy to go into Bronzong here. As he goes for Crunch, nice play, nice play. I'm just going to stay in and go for Gyro Ball. Because there's nothing else that I really want to do against this. He also no longer has a Water Resist, so Hydro Pump is going to be a pretty nice play. So let's look at Greninja. How much does Greninja... Well, and we can also confirm the spread on the Gramble with a Crunch. 252. So he goes for EQ, predicting our switch, which sucks for him. It's a good prediction. Let's see. So how much did he do again? 48%. So yeah, he's got to be adamant. And there was an absolute max roll. So I'm just going to again go for Gyro Ball. Now he goes for Crunch. Alright, we got to decide here what we want to go into. I think Greninja's the play. Because, yeah, we do a tremendous amount of damage with Hydro Pump. So I think this is a good opportunity to go for Spikes. But I don't know, like, I'm weary of going for Spikes. I'd rather just go for Hydro Pump. Because it's going to kill or 2-hit KO everything on his team. Yeah, the Spikes would be nice, but they're not necessary. And we do a good chunk of damage there. As he does have leftovers, we have no choice but to click Hydro again. This is where, again, Specs would be great. And, you know, I am wishing that I had gone for the... I'm wishing that I'd gone for the Spike. But getting damage off on this is nice. It makes Nidoqueen a lot... Or, sorry, Nidoking a lot stronger. This is a long game. We are both thinking hard about these moves. Did my boy Squire post this in the chat? Does not look like it. Let me cut and paste this here. Put it into the Discord chat. Yeah, but like we can just sit here and spam Hydro Pump until he goes to Manectric. The Garchomp hasn't come out yet, which is a little scary to me. But if he's Tank Chomp, how much are we doing? Like, he almost certainly has to be Tank Chomp. I unfortunately don't have Ice Beam. But even now, he's getting 2-hit KO'd by Hydro Pump. So if he's got it as, like... His best move, unfortunately, is just to let the Celesteela die. Or, more accurately, hope that I miss. That's his best play. Because, like, Manectric is not going to appreciate this. Manetric's going to be at 76%. Oh, we made a move, and we missed the Hydro. He gets off a Heavy Slam, which does decent damage. All right, now we're in a crappier spot. Now we are in a crappier spot. But hey, that's the game we play. So I'm still weary of Earthquake, so we are going to go Thunderous. Does Celesteela get anything like Rock Slide? I should know this because I have a Celesteela in another league. Let's see what he goes for. He does go for the EQ. Again, he was trying to catch us there. Trying to catch the Entei switch in. Really stinks that we missed there, but I think my play is to HP Ice, which is going to 2-a KO this. And catch a potential Chomp or Manectric on the switch in. And I can 2-a KO Granbull or Mismagius. Oh, this game's really tense. This game is very tense. Squire and I have had some good battles that have not always been balanced in terms of the luck, but because I've gotten the better side of the luck, unfortunately. But so far, so good for this battle. Just a Hydro Pump miss is the only kind of unfortunate thing. But hey, I could have run Surf if I was that worried about it. Yeah, how much does HP Ice do? It's tough to say because, you know, there's not like a good spread that I can assume for Celesteela. He does switch out. He does go into the Manectric, which should take a decent chunk from this. So the question is, do I just stay here and take a T-Bolt or Overheat? I can't really risk this. Because I need it to potentially revenge a Garchomp. I mean, I wouldn't hate it. I wouldn't hate just going into Entei. How much does Entei take? From a Mega Manectric. It takes a good chunk from pretty much anything he wants to go for. Just do it. It's tough because does he go for a T-Bolt or does he go for Overheat? Both are going to do about 55% to me. So if he does 55%, I'll be at about 30, then I'll take a Life Orb hit. I'll be at like 20 or 25 or so. I could also go Legolas. But he could Overheat. I don't really need Legolas anymore, so let's just go Legolas. As he does go for the T-Bolt. Just go for the Sucker, try and get damage. Yeah, because this isn't really that useful for anything else. This just occurred to me. Oh my, we got the crit. That crit mattered. Wow, that sucks. It just occurred to me that when I Spirit Shackled the Blastoise, reason he didn't switch out is because he couldn't. Yeah. Sorry. Even for the Hydro Pump miss. Maybe. Please. Yeah, so that definitely sucked because that definitely mattered, as he mentioned. Like, there's no way that it didn't. In fact, I don't even know how a crit knocked him out. Yeah, how did that happen? I don't even know how that crit. Oh, it's because it's assuming Intimidate. Yeah, so we only killed with that crit. Yeah, like the nice thing is that Squire is always like a really great sport, like if nothing else. So what do we want to do now? Because he's got Crunch, Earthquake, I presume Play Rough, and probably Fire Fang. We are intimidated. I think my play is to U-turn into Bane. If he goes for EQ, then nice play. He goes for Crunch, which is fine. I don't really want him to go Celesteela here. So I'm just going to T-Punch. Yeah, I'm just going to T-Punch. Garchomp would also be a good play. If he goes Chomp, what's my choice? I'm just trying to think this through. Because I still want to try and keep health on this thing. Yeah, I'm just going to go T-Punch. If he goes into Chomp, then no problem. I go for Poison Jab and let this thing die. Because I still have two very good ways to hit Celesteela, being my Thundurus and my Entei, which are both at good health still. Like, it's almost good for me to let a Mon go down, which is another reason it's not horrible for me to let the Nidoking go down. Because then I can just go into Greninja and click Hydro Pump. I'm just trying to think, do I want to, like, is it even... I think I'd rather, like, I'm trying to think if I'd rather click Poison Jab. Because there's a decent chance that he just stays in here. Like, how much does Nidoking do anyway? To Granbull that does not have an Intimidate and is an Adamant nature. Sorry, guys. So Thunder Punch does that much. So it's not even a 2-hit KO. Let's just P-Jab. And if he goes into Celesteela, we'll just go for Thunder Punch until we die. I know this isn't the time or place, but... How does this thing not get Gunk Shot? Yeah, I don't know. They probably should. They probably should. It probably should. But yeah, like, I'd rather go for Poison Jab and try and get some damage on the potential Chomp switch in. The only thing that's going to be scary is if he... Okay, so he does go Celesteela. If he had done that a little bit more quickly... Well, he knows that I have the thing. He knows that I have the thing. And by the thing, I mean Thunder Punch. I should probably be more descriptive with these words. Because he could still, like, very easily just double into Chomp now. Do I care? I'm just gonna hope he goes for the kill. Like, this is so hard. This is where having something like Ice Punch would be nice, because that's a pretty good middle ground move. Alright, so we do take that out. Alright. Nice. So now he goes into Chomp. At least that's what I would do. That's definitely what I would do. Like, I'm not that worried about a Calm Mind Mismagius anymore. Because I can revenge that thing really easily with Greninja as long as he doesn't get to, like, +6. And Dark Pulse also 2-hit KOs the Granbull, which is great. But yeah, this Nidoking is putting in the work. So he does go into Mismagius. So does he Calm Mind? Or do we go for Sucker Punch? I think we just click Sucker Punch, because I think he's just going to try and kill me. And we do take out the Mismagius. So that's awesome. Nidoking with 2 kills. Physical Nidoking. This thing is awesome. This thing is awesome, awesome. So at this point, yeah, we definitely just sack this. If he wants to go for SD or whatever, it doesn't matter. So if that's his item, he must be Scarf. Which is definitely a bummer. Because Scarf is pretty good against the rest of my team. So I think I just need to go into here, click Leaf Blade, followed by Sucker Punch. I'm not sure that I agree with Scarf Chomp, but that's besides the point. Like if I go Decidueye into Guard Chomp, Choice Scarf, Stone Edge. Yeah, Stone Edge does not kill. Alright, so he just sacks the Granbull, which is fine with me. And then we can go for Spirit Shackle. Yeah, it's I was expecting the Greninja and the Entei to put in all the work, but instead it's Decidueye and Nidoking putting the team on their back. Yeah, but now we just I think we sack the Greninja here. Like, that's fine with me. As he goes for Stone Edge again. And then we go into here, we Leaf Blade. No, we go for Spirit Shackle, followed by Sucker Punch. Because I don't want to make contact. So now we Sucker Punch. And then we gotta hope that a Bandit E-Speed kills. Which it looks like it will. And that should be game. Alright. Definitely got pretty close there at the end with this Garchomp. Really scared the crap out of me. But that is going to do it. We're going to get a Week 1 victory against Sir Squire. Still ended up not being a completely hacks-free match. That crit really stunk on the Manectric. But he also kept that Celesteela alive by missing on the Hydro Pump. So, you know, it sucks both ways. I still think I got the slightly better end of it, but what are you going to do? So that is going to do it for me. Make sure you check out Sir Squire. He's a class act and a great battler, and he has a very cool channel. So make sure you also check back next week for more UBC and for other gaming and Pokemon content. So until the next time, I will see you all later.